When I was in school, I wanted to become a professor, and my friends knew it. I wanted to do PhD. It was my dream once, it really was. But fortunately or unfortunately, I couldn't do it. And I believe that life has best plans for you. That's what I'm here for. Anyways, I want to start this video today with a story of mine. I was in standard 9. I vividly remember that incident. Even though I come from a government school, but I believe there is a difference. If you imagine a government school in a village, the situation or the condition is so pathetic. But it was in a city, and I found my teachers quite serious, dedicated. Even I was so dedicated towards my studies. Now, if you ask any of my family members, they know how hard I used to study. I was so hardworking. I have always been a studious person. See, I'm not ringing my own bell, but I'm just telling you the fact that yes, I have been a studious person always. So, language doesn't matter. All right. I remember that day, an English teacher entered in our class, and from somewhere she might have got to know about me. She called out my name. She asked me to come in the center. She made me stand in the center, and then she asked another girl to come. I think she was the second rank holder. Yeah, I remember. Then she made both of us stand in the center. And then she said that could you explain or could you describe each other's personality? For a moment I felt happy because that was kind of dream of mine. I never really spoke English before, but I always used to speak in my head. I have mentioned this many a time that English was always in my mind since my childhood. So I felt happy, but at the same time I was highly nervous. I didn't know what to speak. I guess she started first or I started first. I don't remember, and I don't even remember what we spoke about each other. But what I remember is my hands were like this, and I was shivering a bit too, and I was fumbling a lot. So this is what our topic is, that is about fumbling. I was fumbling too much. I was saying that she is this, she this, okay, something like that. Then one of my good good friends, she told me that why were you behaving like this, Tanya? You want to become a lecturer, right? You want to become a professor. Just imagine that if you grow up and then you speak the same way, how will you become a professor? I mean, she was asking these questions to me, and then I realized that oh, she's damn right. And somewhere, it hit, and it clicked, something clicked in my head that okay, yes, she's absolutely right. What am I doing? And I think that was the time. Since that day I became even more serious towards this language. Okay, now I come back to the point. What I want to make you guys understand from this journey of mine, that we all fumble, right? The way we start, we cannot be fluent in this language since our childhood because it's not our first language. And that's what happened to, and that was not the only incident. Then I promoted to 11 12, means I went to another school. There also I tried to speak many a time, and I was fumbling. And because of the fear, or just because I didn't want to fumble when I speak, I didn't used to speak only, because I used to frame only limited sentences which I was comfortable with or I was confident about. Means just one or two lines. Otherwise, I didn't used to speak. I used to see many people speaking. They were from a good from good school, so they used to speak. Now, apart from schools, this journey didn't stop here. It kept on happening, and fumbling is something you will find me fumbling even in this video. It's not a big deal. You guys want to make a big issue out of this, then this is not what I support. You will find many people, many celebrities, many legends of the world, they too fumble. So there is nothing wrong in fumbling. Everybody fumbles, but there is a difference. I tell you what's that. Now, even if you find me fumbling, but it doesn't mean that now I don't speak English. I speak English fluently. I teach. Okay, didn't I don't think so. I introduced myself today. Shall I give it a bit? Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Tanya, your English coach. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So I think we are done with the formality. Let's come back to the point. There is a difference. If I fumble now and I used to fumble then when I could not speak in this language. There's a difference. When now even my clients come in the sessions and they speak like this, my name is this, today I did this, but I thought of taking bath, or then I had my breakfast. What did you have in your breakfast? I asked this. I had this, what we call. So you are not framing the sentences. Sorry if I took time to say these sentences. See, when you are fumbling too much just to frame the sentences, because you are not sure what you are speaking, you are not sure that whether you are framing the sentences correct or not. So this is the problem, and you have to overcome it. That means you have to work on your sentence formation part. Another boring term, you know it, that is practice. But no worries, I'm going to talk about so many different things in the video and on factual basis for sure. Okay, now another type of fumbling is, right now I'm speaking. Now I may be speaking continuously. It's been around 5 minutes only that I have started to speak, but this video will take more time, right? Then I have been speaking, just imagine. I may also run out of my words. There's the possibility, because there is no one else here to trigger me out that, okay, someone would ask me a counter question, then I'll start to speak again, I'll get many thoughts. It's nothing like that. If I have been speaking continuously, I may feel that should I stop now, or what have I been speaking? Have I really been speaking something productive that can really make difference in this video? That can really make this video magical or something? So for that, I need to collect good words, good sentences, and valuable one, productive one. Okay, it's not that I'm speaking anything that is not making sense even, right? So this fumbling is different, because here if somebody, you must have seen many speakers also, they also fumble that, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So when I think, this is the right answer. So this is a short and it's fine, and it's absolutely normal. You cannot expect your speech or your conversation without this a bit of and If you can do it, well and good, but you cannot do it always, because we all think of the next thought, and when you are thinking of a next thought, you would fumble a bit. Or sometimes, your throat, your mouth cannot support you always. If I want to say always, I would say always, something like that, SY. It will vary, and it's completely natural. We are humans. Even AI also copies us nowadays. If you use ChatGPT, you would realize when I talk to ChatGPT and I say, ChatGPT, something like that sigh is there. If I do like this, ChatGPT also copies it, because it's artificial intelligence. AI is learning from us. They are copying our gestures, because we humans speak this way. We speak the same way in any kind of language. It's Hindi or Punjabi or anything. So we do it, it's completely normal. Now the question occurs is why this happens. I will tell you some points. Just a minute, sorry. So the first thing is that we have the fear of speaking, lack of confidence. And this incident I told you, that when I used to fumble a lot, and when I used to fumble at that time, it was because I could not make or frame sentences properly. It was not because that I was thinking of a next thought, but about the sentences majorly. Fear of making mistakes could be the reason. Now, if you have already crossed the beginner level, still you fumble, then fear of making mistakes, lack of confidence, lack of practice, translating too much in your head if you are doing so. That is very, very, it's a little bit problematic, because we all translate. Right now I'm not translating, I'm not even thinking what I'm speaking. What is in my mind is, I started with English language and I'm in the flow. I know that I'm delivering my ideas, and it's automatically coming. It's not that today I think I sit at a place and I think that today, no, I will not be translating in Hindi today. Sorry, I will not be translating in English today. I will be thinking in English. So just by making your mind understand that you will be thinking in English, your mind will not start to think in English until and unless it's a practice, it's your habit. You cannot train if mind were working this way, that you just give a command and it would start working this way, so you would have been a legend. You would have had a very good control in your mind, but we don't have, unfortunately. And it does not work this way. I'm sorry to say, but yes, this is the truth. Okay. Fear of making mistakes is something that you are choosing for yourself. Lack of practice is also something that you are choosing for yourself. Thinking in English and translating these all things, somewhere it comes automatically, or you are not even conscious about it, but it happens. That is okay. When you judge your sentences too much, that, oh, I'm speaking this, am I speaking right, am I speaking am I using correct grammar or not, could you see I fumbled right now, it's okay, it's a normal behavior. I wanted to speak something else, but my mouth supported me to speak something different, and that's all right. If you speak, like if you read, there you don't fumble. When you read, you speak with correct English, you speak everything perfectly, and robots will do the same. We cannot do that. We have to make it sound natural, but still you have to take care of few of your habits. The first I told you already, that is judging your sentences a lot, and when you have the fear of making mistakes, don't do that. And how you can overcome, now come back to the main point, that how you can overcome is with practice, first of all. Second is what I did to myself when somebody interrupted, that girl, one of my friends, when that day she interrupted, that how could you behave this way when you want to become a professor? You have to sound good. You cannot shiver this way. You cannot look so underconfident. Then I started to speak with myself, and this is something not everybody can do. I always repeat this one. But what you can do is you can film yourself. You can record your voice, you can record your video, and that I started to do the same thing. YouTube channel is there for sure, because there, if I want to record my video or not, I have to do it because it's my love, this is my channel, okay? But in your case, you are not a vlogger, you don't have to shoot videos this way, no. And if you're not present in social media platforms, that's okay. Just shoot your own video, see how you're speaking. And one thing I want to say, if you want to become a good speaker, you must be having a target. You may be having a presentation somewhere, you want to cover a stage, or any kind of purpose you have. You want yourself to be seen, or you want yourself to be heard by others. So for that, you need to record your voice. That's what I want to say. Recording will work a lot here, and practice is the key. Just write 3 big words somewhere, that practice, but with a bit of correction and a bit of consciousness. It's not that even if someone is correcting you that no, this is wrong, change it, you're not changing it. Even if someone is saying that you're using wrong grammar, you're not changing it. So it's, what kind of stubborn behavior is this? You are not supposed to behave this way. You have to correct also. It's not that you are just speaking, you are practicing, but you are not bringing changes, then it's not gonna work. Everybody talks about that practice, that's okay, but practice with a bit of a change, practice with bit of correctness, practice with bit of consciousness. Everything you need to make your language better and to sound better, to be a good speaker, you need all these things. My ultimate suggestion to all of you is just that do not judge yourself. Do not try to train your mind in a way that you cannot make mistakes. You can make mistakes, and just happily embrace your mistakes. Now, if anybody of you tries to point out my mistake, I would be happy to listen that oh, somebody corrected me, or somebody suggested me that okay, this is how I can improve. Focus on your improvements. Do not focus on your mistakes, that somebody would judge you for that. First thing. Second is, recording is must. Nowadays, you don't have that much exposure that you will really find someone to speak with physically or in person. So recording works magically, okay? It works like a miracle. Now, next is, when we talk about lack of confidence, you have to be aware, you have to be have got to visualize the things that you're gonna speak, and that is little bit rare. So if you want to consider, you can, but I will not force you to do that. Now the best method, I told you about the recording, and also one thing I guess I am missing here is slowing down yourself. I don't know how many of you focus on it or not, but you have to take good pauses. If you really observe my conversation, or in this video also, if you have observed me, I was speaking and then I just shut down my lips completely. This also prevents you using a lot of filler words. I use filler words, this was I was doing is okay, a bit of and is fine, but too much of means, like I was doing, like I was sitting, like I woke up, like I was eating. No, I have seen people, they use like, means a lot. These two I may be sounding bit of orthodox here, showing a bit of stereotype behavior, but is better. This is little better than like and means. It doesn't mean that I use, that's why I'm appreciating this one. I'm not appreciating any of the filler words, but like and means, it sounds irritating to me. I don't know, but yeah, and this is a normal human tone and gesture, it's fine. And if I talk about so definitely we all should have control in it, but once in a while if you're thinking of a thought, it's okay. Now the point is, you have to slow yourself down, you have to take as many pauses as you can, and the best way to overcome fumbling is shutting your lips completely. You have to shut your lips, you have to close your lips completely. You keep your mouth open. For example, I tell you how I have seen other people speaking. You keep your mouth open, okay? You don't want to shut your lips. What do? I woke up, I had my breakfast, I took shower. Why are you not closing your lips, man? You have to do it. When I run out of my words, when I don't have the next thought to share, when I cannot really find good words to speak, then I shut my lips. You must have observed me doing this. I do it, and these days I have started doing it often. Shut this lip. You are not getting the words, just do this. Just shut your lips and you will find the thought, you will get the thought, you will get the idea, and you will speak further. Okay, try this and do let me know whether it's working in your case or not. The last few lines I spoke so fast because I knew what I was about to speak. And when you know what you are going to speak, it's fine. When you don't know, just make a silence around you. Just maintain that silence or shut your lips. That's all right. That's what you have to do. Now most of you must be observing me. Is she really closing her lips completely? Is she really shutting her lips down? I am doing it. I do it like this. I'm thinking. Oh my god, this is so funny, but you would try it, okay? Let me conclude this video a bit. First of all, normalize your fumbling habit, but do not ignore it. I told you the difference. You fumble when you're not able to structure the sentences properly, and it's really a problem. You have to work on it. And you fumble when you're thinking of a next thought, and most of the speakers do it. So it's fine. Having said that, normalize it, but do not ignore it. Second is, do not have the fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are absolutely fine. In fact, ask people to find out your mistakes so that you can embrace your mistakes and you can learn from it, you can change it. As I told you, that practice is okay, but changing the wrong things is equally important. When you know that something is not going correct, when you know that you are not able to frame few of the sentences correctly, you need to change it. So change should be there, but you should not torture yourself for your mistakes. All right. Third is lack of confidence. So for confidence, what will you do? I've told you, you will record yourself, you will record your voice, or you will record your video, but you will film yourself. It will give you confidence. Every time you cannot find people to speak with, as I told you, you have to do it at home in your room. Okay, do it, please do it. Fourth is slow down your conversation. Slow down yourself. When you think you are rushing to speaking something, please take as many pauses as you can. And as I told you, the ultimate tip is shut your lips. As soon as you want to use some filler words like, means, too much, if it's happening. If it's happening a bit, it's okay. But like and means, these two words are something that I do not appreciate at all. And also, okay? But I use a bit of that is okay, because as I told you, that we all search for the thoughts sometimes, okay? Like right now also, I was thinking that what do I have to speak next. So we all want to speak something different next time. Every time, in every sentence, you are looking for the next thoughts, not really for the sentences, but thoughts. So still, I told you that as soon as your mouth wants to use any of the filler words, and you think if it's happening too much. For example, I use and I feel that I have already used it 2 times or 3 times in any of the conversations, then I will not use it fourth time. You will notice me when I do it. I'll shut my lips completely. I will not say, and if I don't speak, then I will not use that filler words. That means I'm giving you this trick. This is how I started. This is how I also overcame this habit. I discovered that when you shut your lips, you will not speak anything. When you keep your mouth open, then only you tend to commit more and more mistakes, and you tend to use more and more filler words. Okay, so use these tips. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, it can really change your life if you follow it, if you honestly follow it, if you genuinely follow it, because this is how I did. So could you do it? All right, now thank you so much guys for watching and bearing my words. I'll see you soon in the next video with another great topic. Till then, bye.